For those of you who missed this week's episode of the Shadowspark Chronicles, here's what's happening. The group wakes up and heads back to the tavern to meet with Gwynton, only to find that Gwynton had already been there and left earlier that morning, so the party decided to wait there to see if he returns as they had discussed. Gwynton makes his way back to the ship, and when he doesn't find the group there, decides to send Bishop a message to find out where they are. Bishop informs him that they're at the tavern, and he heads back to the tavern to discuss their next steps. Oz and Justinian write another story, pleading for the Lord's favor, and sends it off, while Gwynton explains how the Lord's favor works and tells him they need to be present at the keep to see who Lord Shallowstone chooses. Gwynton then hands out another dose of the tonic to each member of the group, and they head back to the ship to await the ceremony the next morning. The party wakes up and heads to the keep along with every other citizen of Governor's Den to see the results of who will win Lord Shallowstone's favor. The crowd is excited and the party is anxious, not knowing how this will turn out. Lord Shallowstone stands on a platform high above the growing crowd, and he begins to read the chosen story. The party's heart sinks, as it is not their tale. Lord Shallowstone calls out for the owner of the story, and everyone waits with bated breath as no one steps forward. Since the author never stepped forward, he is handed another story, and he begins reading it, and faith is restored in our heroes. They step forward, accepting the story, and are taken inside the keep. After pleading their case to Lord Shallowstone, he refuses their ask for entry into Tanis. It is forbidden to residents and outsiders alike. But Gwynton begins to hear coughing coming from another room, and realizes that the Lord's child is sick. Gwynton and Bishop manage to talk Lord Shallowstone into reconsider letting them complete their mission, and he hands them the key and bids them leave as he heads to more pressing matters. Please join us every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we continue our adventures into the Shadowspark Chronicles. And as always, we will see you in the dungeon.